Welcome back, Pipers. Hobbiton Piper Kevin here, coming to you from the heartland of America in Missouri. It's time for another relaxing smoke with me video. So I've gotten such positive feedback about this series, and it's really just about relaxing, smoking a pipe together, and I'll usually talk about some pipe-related subject. I've got a playlist for all the ones we've done, and it's a lot of fun, and it's very relaxing. So grab a pipe and some tobacco. If you need to pause the video and come back, that's fine. And we'll just sit and share a bowl. It's going to be a pretty cool smoke with me, for me anyway, because I'm going to open up a tin that I've been saving for quite some time. I am out of Capstan Gold, and when I say I'm out, I just mean I've smoked all of the tin that I opened. I have other tins in the cellar, but I'm out of what was in my jar, and it's time for me to open a new tin. And I think I've decided that I'm going to go ahead and open my oldest tin of Capstan Gold, and that is from March of 2013. So that would be 9 years old. And so I'm really looking forward to this. This is a favorite of mine. I'm confident that I will notice differences if there are differences, and I'm excited to smoke this today. So it's a square tin of Capstan Gold, and as you can see, March of 2013. I heard it. Okay. Ooh. Oh, can already tell you the flakes are dark. They're darker than what you would see in a fresh tin for sure. Oh, sugar crystals are glistening on this. Oh, I hope this comes out in the video. I gotta get in a spot where I have no idea if you can see that or not. But these are glistening. I'm gonna pause the video and get a better angle so I can show you this. Hopefully you can see some of that sparkle. If not, take my word for it. These flakes are sparkling with sugar crystals. Wow, so exciting. I'm gonna go ahead and use the exact technique that I showed you in that very first pipe tobacco review, where I'm going to put it in the palm of my hand and just rub it until it feels like a little marble. And then I'm going to fluff that out right here on my mat. I'm going to pinch it apart just a little bit. You know, I think it's already the perfect moisture level. It's not too crunchy, but it's not too wet either. Golly, it's just sparkling. Oh man, it smells like it's got that fresh tomato smell, which I love from Capstan. You'll often smell that with Capstan Blue as well. It's like a tomato on the vine with Capstan Gold. I'm gonna see what that smells like in the tin again. I'm just having fun exploring today. I have no predetermined thoughts. Everything's on the fly today. Yeah, it's very tomato. I love that. Reminds me of fresh tomato on the vine. But Capstan Gold, at least relatively fresh, has a lot of citrus qualities about it. So it's going to be interesting to see what's carried over after that much age and what's changed. Okay, I'd like to smoke this without using the Zippo. I just don't know if I can do it out here, and it's just always so windy out here. We can try. Sometimes when you light your pipe with a Zippo, there will be several seconds of being able to taste that fluid, and then it dissipates, it goes away. I use a Zippo all the time, but in this particular special case, I wanted to not taste that. Quality, quality, quality. You can just taste the quality. You know how if you go to a really good bakery and you get really good fresh baked bread, as opposed to buying a loaf of Wonder Bread and making yourself toast in the kitchen, the difference between like really good bread and just, you know, inexpensive grocery store bread that you might make toast with at home. This is like really expensive fresh baked breads. That's the kind of bread note that you're getting now with the age on it. Man, it's good. Noticeable difference there with the breads. Everything has darkened a bit. You know, I talked about Capstan Gold being that high, bright, grassy blend. It's darkened a little bit with age. It tastes richer. There's more richness to it. A richer breads. I don't know if darker hay and grass makes sense, but instead of that high, bright, grassy hay, it's like bring it down a little bit. It's like a darker, richer hay and grass and breads, if that makes sense. Sweeter though at the same time. Sweeter. The blend is sweeter. Sweeter, and it's richer. I'm going to really focus on citrus now for the next few minutes, and because the citrus notes right now anyway seem to be toned back. They seem to be less prominent than in a fresh tin. So let me spend a little time thinking about that. Man, the complexity is really starting to show itself. Complex breads, complex hay and grass, and there is citrus here, but it's different. I'm trying to pinpoint it and how to describe it to you. It's like everything's more cohesive now. Everything's more intertwined, interlocked. So interesting. Goodness, this is good though. Okay, so the citrus, I don't know how to explain this except that everything just tastes darker and richer. It's like if you had with a fresh tin of Capstan Gold, I'll often get like an orange marmalade on toast type of experience. this is just it's a darker marmalade. There's still that citrus there. It's just darker. So when you try to analyze the vegetal qualities, the vegetal notes, there's that tomato there, but it's not that fresh tomato on the vine anymore. It's more of a ripe. The tomatoes ripened a little bit, if that makes sense. And again, these are just reminiscent of tomato. There's no tomato on this. It's just that type of flavor note is coming through, and as opposed to it being, you know, that fresh green tomato type of smell or flavor, this is more ripened. It tastes more ripened. There's just a nice sweet Virginia here, though, that's really standing out with age. There's a sweetness that's making itself known more prominently than what I normally experience with the fresh tins of Capstan Gold. You know what I'm not getting nearly as prominently as with the fresh tin? And it could just be this smoke. We'll have to see as I continue to smoke several flakes of this, but I normally get like that iced tea, the unsweet tea aftertaste. Not getting that as much with the aged version. It's more dark breads on the aftertaste as opposed to that sweet tea. So I miss that a little bit. But it's not anything to complain about. It's just different. The complexity, though, in comparison to a fresh tin, though, there is no comparison. Much more complex, got a lot more depth. The flavor profile has deepened across the board, but it's taken out a little bit of that tea note that I normally would get. And really, this is all just initial impressions, first bowl. And I will spend time with this. The more time I spend with this, the better review I would be able to give on this for you. But maybe this gives you an idea of what you can expect if you were to age a tin of Capstan Gold. I put my feet up now. Really relaxing now. Yeah, I think those are my thoughts for now, what I've already shared. I don't have a lot more to add with this first bowl. But I sure am glad you were able to share a bowl with me and experience this with me, because this is pretty cool. If you have some favorites, especially Virginia blends, I highly encourage you to set a few tins back, let them get some age on them, and then visit them down the road. Because I can almost guarantee you are going to notice differences. And most of the time, with Virginia blends especially, those differences are going to be good. They're going to be better, dramatic, in comparison to a fresh tin. And you're going to really enjoy that, I think. So set a couple tins back of your favorite Virginia blends, let them age, and then go visit them down the road. Until we talk again, go enjoy some good food, good drink, and a good pipe.